What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new Minecraft video. And I have not said that in so long. Hopefully you guys are doing great. Your families, your loved ones are all staying fit, staying healthy. So I feel like the last few years have been a little weird for everyone. Today we're going to be building an amazing little starter house. But before we start building, I got to tell you something. Come a little closer. Like the video. What are we even doing here if we're not liking the videos? On a serious note though, if you are liking the videos, I absolutely love your faces. And subscribe. What are you waiting for? It's free. Turn the notifications on and get notified every time we upload a video to the channel. With that being said, let's build ourselves a starter house. Alrighty guys, before we start placing any blocks, this house will fit inside of a 12 block by 10 block plot space. As you can see, I do have one of these marked out in front of me if you do want to be copying the white and the blue markers. We're going to jump to the front of our plot and we're going to start by placing the kind of foundation wall of our house. And we're going to be using some stone bricks, some strip spruce wood, and some spruce wood planks. We're going to jump to the right hand side of our plot. If you're just building this randomly in Minecraft, that's okay too. You're just not going to have the blue and the white markers to kind of help you with the process. We're going to jump 1, 2, 3 on our fourth block in. Place ourselves 1, 2, and 3 stone bricks, a little something like this. And on the back of this, we're going to place 1, 2 on our right hand side and 1, 2 on our left hand side, giving us this little backwards C shape, or a U shape actually. It does kind of be looking like a U. On our right side, we're going to place ourselves 1, and on our left side, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, and 4 blocks like so. Now on this side, we're going to place 1. We're going to leave a 1 block gap. This is going to be for our doorway, and we're going to place another 1 and 2. And then on the other side, we're just going to place 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we can join these at the back with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 stone bricks. Little something like so. This is the shape we should be having from above. We're now going to go onto the inside and we're going to remove all of the grass blocks. And before we go any further, how you guys are doing? Hopefully you're doing amazing. Hopefully, you know, staying safe, staying healthy, all of that good stuff. Now we've got our grass removed. We're going to go in with our spruce wood planks. And we're going to place some of these a little bit randomly. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. We can place bam, bam, bam. And the reason I'm going to do it randomly is because we want to give in this floor the kind of rustic looking feel. And I think placing the kind of texture randomly gives it that effect. We're now going to go in with our stripped spruce and we're just going to fill in the random gaps. I will fly up at the end so you kind of see how I've done it if you do want to be copying it for yourselves. I'll actually go from the front so you can see it a little something like this. We're now going to be grabbing some iron bars and some spruce doors as we're going to be using these for our windows and of course our doors. We're going to grab our stone brick and on the front we're going to place ourselves 1 and 2, 3 and 4. In the middle of this we can place 2 iron bars, little something like this. Behind this on our left side we're just going to place ourselves 1, 2, 3 and 4 stone bricks, and we're going to place another 4 just here, 1, 2, 3 and 4 to the left hand side of this corner. Now we're going to jump 1 block and place 1 and 2, and in the middle of this gap place another 2 iron bars for a window. We can now jump around to the side. We're going to place ourselves 1, 2. We're going to leave this gap completely free and place another 1, 2, 3 and 4 and connect this at the top, giving us a little 2 block gap where we can place our spruce wood door on the front, looking all purty. Now on the backhand side of our house, stone bricks once again, we're going to leave a 1 block gap, place ourselves 1 and 2. We should have this window aligning with this window. We're then going to jump another 1 block and place another 1 and 2 stone bricks, a little something like this, and fill these 2 gaps in with some iron bars. We can now use our stone bricks to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and completely fill the rest of this wall up. Now on our final side, we're going to place ourselves 1, 2, leave 1 block gap, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we can place 2 iron bars in the middle. These iron bars should align perfectly with our door on the other side. Now for this other corner, we're just going to fill it with 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone bricks, and from above we got this going on. Now this is where it gets a little bit more interesting. We're going to be grabbing some cobblestone, some mossy stone bricks, and some stone blocks, and we're going to be adding these into the texturing of our walls. Now if you don't want to do this, either because you don't have the blocks for it in survival or simply because you cannot be bothered, that's okay, but the bottom of the build isn't going to look as interesting. So we got some cobblestone, mossy stone bricks, and some stone blocks, like I said, and we're going to grab these and just start placing these randomly into our wall. Now the more random you can get, the better it is going to look. I just do want to stress that, but you know, if you do want to copy me as well, that's going to be absolutely fine because hey, it is going to look pretty good. Now I think I'm going to leave this side with the door kind of bare and open because we are going to place some things in front of this. Let me just do a mossy brick, a little something like this. Let's randomly place them in here. I do really like the mossy bricks though. I think they look really good. Cobblestone, let's do one up there. Oh, didn't mean to place you. Bam and bam. And let's do one in the middle. A little something like this. We can then go in with a stone. Maybe place you on the corner. On this side, let's do the mossy bricks once again. Bam and bam. Maybe do one up in this little corner. Let me grab the cobblestone and just do, say, 2. or something like that. And now what you'll find if you do this is the bottom of the build is just going to look so much more interesting. Say you're looking at it from a distance. It's the little details that add up. We're now going to be adding ourselves a staircase in our front corner, and we're going to be placing ourselves. Let's do a stone block just here. We can then do a mossy stone brick next to this, a cobblestone stair facing up at the bottom. We're then going to do ourselves a stone brick stair with a stone brick on the back and another stone brick on the top, a little something like so. We can now go in with our spruce wood slabs, and from the top of our third block up, fill this entire space in. Now, I do know it's going to look a little funky, but hey, it actually works and does look pretty good. So from above, we have this, and yes, the roof is, or the ceiling rather, is going to come down and show from, the top of the windows, but I think that really does add to the aesthetic of the place. Alrighty, next up, we're going to be adding a few more details to the base of our build. We're going to be using some oak wood stairs, some oak slabs, some oak fence, and some oak trapdoors. Now, on this side with our door, we're going to grab our oak stairs. We're going to jump one block from the corner and place one. Then going to jump another block and place two. Upside down stairs, a little something like this. We can now grab our oak trapdoors and place 1, 2, and 3. Every other block giving us this. We're now going to jump all the way to the other side of the build, grab our stairs once again. We're going to jump one block in from the side, place 1. This time normal facing. We're going to jump another block, place 1. We're then going to grab our slab and we're going to place it on the top of the iron bar, giving us this little archway over the window. We're now going to grab our trapdoors, place 1 and 2, and in the middle 3. Giving us this little look. We can then grab our oak fence, place ourselves 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 on this side, giving us this little overhang awning, whatever you want to be calling it. We're now going to be building up the walls, windows, and doors for the second floor of the house. We're going to be using quartz bricks, oak fences, and some spruce wooden doors. For the door, of course, we're going to jump to the top of our staircase, place 1 quartz brick, leave a gap, and place another little something like so. We can now bring this back 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this final quartz brick is sitting flush on top of this trapdoor. Now let's take this along 1, 2, 3, and 4. We can now turn this along the back, placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 blocks of quartz bricks. Now 1, 2, 3, and 4. Turning it with 1 and then placing another 1 and 2 and connecting it at the front. Bam. From above, we got this. We should only have 1 gap, and that is where, of course, our door is going to be placed. Speaking of the door, let's do that. We're going to place 1, 2 this side, 1, 2 this side, and connect it at the top in the middle. We can now jump to the back of this block and place ourselves our spruce door, which I think is really, really nice. Placing it on the back of the block, it does give us this little bit of depth in the doorway. We're now going to grab our quartz bricks and we're going to place 1 and 2. We're going to leave a 1 block gap, place 1, 2 more, 1 block gap, and 1, 2 more. These are going to be the windows on the top story, and we're going to fill these in with some oak fences. We did use iron bars on the bottom. We used an oak fences on the top. I think this is a really, really nice contrast between the two. Turning it to our door entrance side, we're going to leave a 1 block gap, place 1, 2 quartz bricks, and do exactly the same again. We're now going to fill these little spaces with our oak fences like we did at the front. On the back of the house, we're going to mimic these 2 windows, so leave a 1 block gap, 1, 2 quartz bricks, and exactly the same again, 1 and 2. We're now going to place another 1, 2 quartz bricks, leave a 1 block gap, and place 1, 2, 3, 4 on the end, and fill this little gap in, and these other 2 with our oak fences, giving us our windows. Turning to the right-hand side of the build, we're going to place ourselves 1, 2 quartz bricks in the middle, leaving a block gap here, and a block gap on this side, placing 1, 2 more just like so, and filling in our windows. Next to this, we can place ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 more quartz bricks, finishing the wall, and then we can place 1, 2 oak fences to finish off the top story windows. And just like we did on the bottom half of the build, we are going to be texturing the top half of the house, and for this I'm going to be using some white concrete powder and some polished diorite to place in and amongst the quartz bricks, because I think they're going to blend pretty well. So I'm just going to hop up and get to doing this. Let's place ourselves a little polished diorite here and there. Let's do a white concrete just here. We can then break ourselves. Let's do 1, 2, 3, and 4 more polished diorite, or something like this. Let's do 2 white concrete powder, and once again, this is going to be pretty random. That is how you're going to get the kind of best results for this. You might have to place and remove a few blocks, but in the end, hopefully you have a result you're happy with. On the side, let's do a few more of the polished diorite. I think the polished diorite is a pretty bold block to be placing, because it isn't exactly the same color palette, but it does work pretty well. On the back here, let's do a few more white concrete powders, something like this, maybe 1 more like that. Chuck a few diorites in the mix. Bam, looking all sweet. Let's do another one of you just here and here. What do you be looking like? And on the final side, let's do let's do another white concrete there. Shouldn't matter too much. Bam, bam, and another white concrete on the top or something like this. And on this wall, let's throw a diorite. And the top half of our build is looking pretty nice and textured. We're now going to be adding our roof, and for this, we're going to be using brick blocks, brick slabs, granite blocks, and granite slabs also. We're going to start off with our brick blocks. We're going to place ourselves 1, 2, and 3 in the center of the top side of our build. We're now going to bring this back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 rows of brick. We can now actually grab our granite blocks and we're going to add these into the mix. So I'm going to start by replacing our middle block with granite. And I think I'm just going to take them diagonal kind of up the 3-block wide build, diagonal back the other way, and diagonal back the other way. From above, we got this. And as you can see, the granite texture goes and blends very, very nicely with the colors of the brick. Now in this little 3-block gap at the front, we can place a granite block, and on the front of this, 2 brick blocks, giving us this shape from above. Now at the front of the build, we're going to grab our brick slabs. We're going to place ourselves 1 on the left-hand side, and we're going to jump 1, 2, 3 blocks and place ourselves another 2 slabs, or something like this. The reason we're leaving this gap is we are going to be placing a window at some stage, so that's why the gap is there. On the front of this, we can place a granite slab and a brick slab on the front like this. Next to this, 1 block away, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, and 4 blocks of brick slabs covering the quartz bricks. And on the back of the build, we're going to place ourselves 1, 2, 3, and 4 brick slabs. Next to this, a granite slab. We're going to jump ourselves 3 blocks and place a brick slab on the end. Once again, leaving this space for a window. Now, once again, with our brick blocks on the top of the build, we're going to place ourselves 1 in the center. We're now going to place ourselves a granite block, 3 brick blocks, 1, 2, and 3. Another granite block, bam, brick, granite, and brick on the end. From above, this is the pattern you should be having. Now we're going to be adding the final details to our roof, including a trim, a chimney, and our windows. We're going to be using some oak stairs, some oak fences, oak trapdoors, some brick slabs, some quartz bricks, some polished diorite once again, some spruce trapdoors, a polished blackstone brick wall, and a campfire. Those 2 items are, as you can probably tell, for the chimney. We're going to be doing our little roof windows first. For this, on top of these oak fences that are exposed, we're going to be doing an inwards facing oak stair on this side. We're going to jump 1 block and do exactly the same again. Bam. Then in the middle of this, we can do an oak fence, and on the top of the oak fence, a backwards facing oak stair, giving us this little shape. Kind of reminding me of those kind of arch windows you get, kind of jutting out of the roofs on these little medieval builds. On the other side, exactly the same. We're going to do an inwards facing stair. As this side, oh, I missed the block. Bam. Perfect. This side, bam. Oak fence in the middle, and a backwards facing oak stair on the top, giving us this. On the 2 sides of the house, we're also going to be using our oak stairs. We're going to be placing ourselves 1 or something like so. We can then place 1, 2 above this, removing this first block, giving us this. On the other side, we can do exactly the same. So 1, 1, 2, removing this. We can then place ourselves a random block, any block at all, and we're going to place a backwards facing oak stair on the top, and then we can remove the slab, in this case, underneath. And then 1 block away from this, on the granite, we're going to place ourselves an oak fence. On the other side of the build, we can do exactly the same. So let's start off by placing our oak stair. Bam, 1, 2, removing this. On the other side, exactly the same. 1, 1, 2, remove the support block. We're then going to place a random slab. We're going to place our backwards facing oak stair on the top. And then under this, we're going to remove this block, and 1 block away from this, place ourselves a little oak fence. Now on the front, on this 3-block section, we're kind of going to do the same thing. We're going to place ourselves a fence in the middle on this brick block. We can then place ourselves a stair facing inwards this way, and on the other side once again. And on the top, we're going to be doing ourselves a backwards facing oak stair. So we're pretty much actually doing what we did for these windows just here, but on the front of the build. Now, just above our doorway, we're going to be placing ourselves an upside down oak stair, and we're going to be turning it on this block, a little something like that, giving us this little cornered edge. On the other side of this section, we can do exactly the same, upside down oak stair, and turning it this way, turning it in to the quartz bricks at the front. Now we can go into our inventories, and we can find ourselves our oak slabs, and we can start placing a few of these. 1 block away from this stair, we're going to jump 1, we're going to place an oak slab, and we can do exactly the same. 1 block away, oak slab. We're then going to jump to the back of the build. We're going to place ourselves an oak slab on this quartz brick. We're going to jump 1 block, slab, 1 block, slab, 1 block, slab, 1 block, and slab. And that should meet us perfectly on this corner. We're now going to grab our oak trapdoors and place ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, filling in all the kind of random blocks in between the oak slabs. We can go around to the other side of the build, place ourselves 1, 2, and 3 trapdoors just here. Then 1 block just here, bam, oak trapdoor, and on the other side, trapdoor. We can then do 1 more trapdoor on the end of this kind of triangular section on the side of our house. Now, on top of all of these trapdoors, we're going to place another trapdoor, and a trapdoor all the way around until we've pretty much got double kind of length or width trapdoors, what do you want to call it, all the way around the build. Bam and bam. And this just adds a lot more depth to the build. As you can see, if they were 1 block, it would kind of just be flat. 2 blocks, they add a lot more depth and a lot more structure to the roof. Now we're going to be grabbing our brick slabs, and we're going to be adding a few more of these to our roof section. On the front end, we're going to jump 1 block away from this stair just here, place ourselves 1 brick slab, jump 1 block, bam, block, and bam, giving us 4 brick slabs on the top. On the other side, it's a little bit different because we are going to be placing ourselves our chimney. So we're going to jump 1 block away, slab. We're going to leave a 3-block gap. We're going to place a brick slab, 1 block gap, and a brick slab. For our chimney, we're going to use our quartz brick, and where the kind of brick slab would be on this side, we're going to place 1. We're going to place a polished diorite, and we're going to place another quartz brick, a little something like this. We can now place ourselves, let's actually do a polished diorite. We are going to remove this in just a second. We're going to grab our spruce trapdoors, place these all the way around here, or something like so, and flick these down. We can then remove the block in the middle, which was diorite, and place ourselves a campfire. On the top of this, we're now going to place a polished blackstone brick wall. And that, my friends, has pretty much completed the roof. The only thing now is to go around and add ourselves some lanterns and a chain. So the chain is going to go on the front of the house. We're going to hang it down from this fence post and place the lantern on the bottom of the chain. On the 2 sides of the house where we place these oak fences, we're just going to simply hang lanterns off the bottom of the fences. And this just adds so much to the ambience of the house and really does bring it all together. Alright, now lastly for the house, we're going to be adding some exterior and a little bit of interior. We're going to be using some barrels, some chests, some crafting tables, lanterns, oak leaves, and some spruce leaves for the exterior. In front of our staircase, we're going to be placing a barrel. We're then going to do a chest on top of this and to the side. And then on our middle window block, we're just going to place a little oak leaf next to this, just like so. In front of our door entrance, we're going to place ourselves a barrel on the right-hand side with a crafting table on the left and a lantern down to the side of the barrel. On the back of the house, I'm going to place ourselves, let's do 1, 2, and let's do a spruce leaf at 3 leaves with a block in between each of them. And then on our final side of the house, I think I'm just going to be placing ourselves an oak leaf and a spruce leaf, a little something like that. Now we can head onto the inside for some interior. Let's just open our door, bam, perfecto. And let's see, let's do a loom block under our window in the floor, a little something like this. Next to that, we can do our smoker, and next to the smoker, let's do our furnace. In the ground in front of the furnace, we're going to do our blast furnace. And then we've pretty much got everything we need inside of this little house. Above the furnace, I'm going to break the spruce slab. And this is going to look a little bit weird, but we'll cover it with something in the bedroom. We're going to add an upside down andesite stair for kind of like the hood of the oven. We're now going to grab oak trapdoors, place ourselves 1 and 2. We're going to flick this one up. And that's kind of covering the little loom block that is in the floor. I think that looks pretty nice. Behind us on this back wall, let's do a little crafting table. Bam, we can then do 1 and 2, making a double chest. And let's do another double chest on the top of this like so. We can then add a little oak stair for a little seating area underneath the front window. I think that works pretty well. Now we can go in, let's grab ourselves, let's see, an oak slab, and we can do some spruce wood trapdoors. We can also go and grab ourselves a barrel. And let's do a little oak leaf. Let's just see. We can do an oak slab just here. We can then place ourselves a spruce trapdoor in front of the crafting table. And in this corner, we'll do a barrel and we'll do an oak leaf on top of this. I think that looks really nice. Let's actually add some kind of carpet. I'm thinking we go and grab ourselves some red wool. Perfect. We then also grab some red concrete powder and some red wool or red carpet rather itself. 1 block away from the door, let's do ourselves a little red concrete powder. We can then, let's do a red wool just here with another concrete powder. And then finally, we can do ourselves, let's do a red wool just like that. And it kind of gives us this mixy matched kind of carpet look. I think that looks really good. Now let's go ahead and grab ourselves a chain and a gray carpet. And we can just add ourselves a little table area in front of our chair. I think that works super nice. Now we can just go and add some flower pots wherever they be hiding. Bam. We can also grab ourselves a lantern. Oh, that flower didn't go in. I need to go re-grab that. Perfect. And I'm also going to grab a pressure plate. The pressure plate is going to go on top of the oven like a so. We can then place a lantern next to this. And let's do a little plant pot. Bam. We can then place another plant pot on this side. But this time I'm going to add, what do we add? Maybe a little red tulip, and that will kind of match the floor. But for the interior downstairs, I think that looks really good. I might even go ahead and add ourselves a random little painting. Let's grab one of those. We're probably going to have to, let's do a block there so it doesn't kind of, oh no, I think we should be good. Oh, it is going to do that. Actually, let's just place one here then. Let's do an oak leaf there and then just place ourselves a random painting. I think that finishes off this section of the build very nicely. So we're going to head on the upstairs now. We're going to do some interior up here. Alright, so let's start off by covering the stone bricks that we were going to cover up at the start of the build. Let's do a beehive either side and then a white bed in the middle. Super simple bed area, but it does cover up these kind of connected textures underneath, which is absolutely perfect. Now 2 blocks away from this beehive, we're going to place ourselves a birch stair because this is actually going to cover up this also connected texture that was used above the oven downstairs. But that looks really nice. In front of this, we can do a spruce trapdoor and a gray carpet on top. Little reading desk, work desk, whatever you want to use it for. pretty much. It doesn't matter, but it does look pretty lovely. Next to this beehive, we're going to jump 2 blocks away and place ourselves a jungle trapdoor. And then on the block next to this, we're going to place one more and flick this up. And then next to this, let's do a chest. And this can be like a little, I don't know, dresser unit, whatever you want to use it for. Let's now grab our cyan carpet. Let's do 1, 2 in front of this section. We can then place another diagonal here and one next to our bed. And let's just place another one. Bam. Just there. A little something like so. Behind us, we're going to place a jungle trapdoor just like this in the corner. On top of this, I'm going to go ahead and place ourselves an oak cleave. We can now grab ourselves a lantern. And on this kind of cyan block, let's do that. Bam. I think that's the granite. Place it like so. That looks really, really good, actually. Now we can go ahead and grab ourselves... what do we want to do? Let's do some stripped wood. We can then go and do some stripped or some spruce slabs, rather. God, I get mixed up with those wood kind of textures. Let's do spruce signs as well. Behind us, we're going to do a block. We'll then do 2 slabs next to this, and then the sign on the front or something like that. And now you can kind of have a little reading area or a nook. You can sit there, look out the window, do all that good stuffs. Now we're going to add some stuff. Let's do a little plant. We're going to do a plant pot for that. We're going to grab a creeper head, trying to place those in every single build we do. You know how it is. Let's do a fern. Let's do our plant pot this side. Bam. We can do our creeper head just here. We can then do the plant inside of the plant pot. Oh my god, I'm speaking fast. Plant pot and then a fern. Bam. That looks really, really good. I think finally, like we did downstairs, I'm going to go ahead and grab ourselves a painting. And I'm just going to place that. Why did that? Why you no place? Hello? There you are. Perfect. That was weird. And we're just going to place it. Let's do it here, I think. Oh, we need to actually get in there first. Bam. I'm going to place our painting just here. Let's go with this one. That works pretty nicely. And what do you guys think? I think this is super cute, super simple, and very, very easy to do in survival. So you guys should like that. And I think it does look very, very good. And with that being done, boys and girls, this little starter house is complete. That is it, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy this video and you have built yourselves an awesome little starter house. Thank you so much for watching. I love your faces. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for new videos just like this. With that being said, I love you all so much. Stay creative, stay positive, and I'll see you in my next video. See you guys.